Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV. And this is it. We've been leading up to the business end all evening long. Well, this is the business end. It is the grand final of the Injustice 2 circuit event, round number 4. And this is it. And, well, we are at a position where we are the closest to the unbeaten record of Jam Castiel being broken. DS Wasminator has made his way into the grand final through the winners bracket. He has 2 lives, so Castiel will have to win the grand final twice if he's going to maintain his unbeaten record across every Injustice event that has happened since the game has come out. So let's Let's not waste any more time. Let's get ourselves straight into it as soon as we can. And once again, taking you through this match is Enigma. Take it away, Matt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're in a very interesting situation because we have seen Castiel versus Wasminator in grand finals before many times, but for the first time we have a role reversal. So we have Castiel as your loser's side. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are backing Castiel, please spam hashtag JAM in the chat. And if you're backing Wasminator, please spam hashtag DS or the appropriate emoticons. Rogi, I will do one if we'll see. We'll see how we're doing. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to have Castiel, Jam Castiel, Just a Minute Gaming versus Dark-Sided Wasminator. And yeah, so Castiel does have to reset, so he has to win 2 sets, 3 of 5. Catwoman only has to win 1, 3 of 5 set. So, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag Ma in the chat. But this should be a very interesting set nonetheless. Let's get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Your final game for the evening is going to be Castiel versus Wasminator. Let's go. Into it once again. We do have the stage interactable the background bounce available in this set. Down 1 coming out into the staggers now. Castiel not wasting any time. Tags him with the overhead. Core pressing buttons there, Wasminator. Now just back to this neutral. I like his use of the cat evade. Very early jump in. Can't actually get jail any pressure off it. Walking his way through again. Forward 3. Good blocks coming out from Wasminator and a fantastic down to actually punish. Now you can see into the full thing. Oh, no, drops the end of the combo. It does block, but doesn't actually get the punish. Castiel block. Caught not blocking overhead. Now you can see a couple of little mistakes coming out from both players already. But that's okay, probably a little bit nervous. You can see tags him, can't actually get confirmed. Tried to jump over, but Catwoman's hitbox a little bit too small. Can't actually get it. Once again, gets the full confirm this time though. Oh, goes for a cheeky reset though. Just a back 3. Castiel looking a little bit sus today. But that's alright, trying to get that back. He's sitting on a lot of bar. Back 3 coming out in a fantastic back 2 to actually get the confirm. I'm not sure where that came from, but something a bit strange happening here, but here we go. Health about even, but Castiel with a very significant life advantage. Here we go. Is he going to go for the reset? No, just decides to cash out his damage. Probably a smart idea. Oh, it does actually get the punish as well, even though it's only -9. He does and has punished that many times, and Castiel takes the first round. Plenty of health, however, that is his one Catwoman combo. Down 2 once again, and this is it going to be enough to take it? Yep, he decides not to spin the bar, probably smart. Fantastic slide coming out, and here into the staggers. Wasminator caught, not blocking into the full combo. That's more like the Castiel we know. Once again, working his way through. Jump in, all tags him, but can't actually get a second jump in for some reason. First one batarangs. Mid-event back 3 comes out. The god button. Working his way through him now, jumps in, tries to get more pressure. 1, 2, 2. Back 1 coming out once again, and more jumping pressure coming out. No, he doesn't actually spend the bar, didn't have enough levels of trait. Tried to go for the interactable. Jumps in once again, stand 1 into the staggers. Good staggers coming out. Good blocks over coming out from Wasminator on the overhead now. You can see Castiel still sitting on a lot of health, as well as a lot of bar about even at the moment now, so neither can actually clash and get a lot done. Works his way through, jumps over the meter band, back 3. Oh, and a fantastic job from Castiel. Is he going to give him a clash rule? Wasman deciding not to clash. I don't know if I agree with that because he's just going to get chipped out, and that's going to be Castiel taking game number 1 in a long slug.
Batman wins.
Coming back. I'm not sure why he didn't clash there. That was really interesting. Strange decision, but that's okay. Again, Wasman has a few games to play with here. They're going straight into game at number 2.
Catwoman.
And yeah, I honestly expect to see these two characters the whole way through. The only reason I would expect a change is just something random, maybe not prepared for something. But both these players are just so prepared for everything. So yeah.
Fighters approaching contact.
When did Forever King start playing Aussie tournaments? Goodness. Thank you everyone for watching. Please, well, if you haven't already, do exclamation mark in Just Die if you're following to
begin.
Enter in our raffle as well. But here we go, game number 2, forward 1, the standard start coming out from Osminator. Working his way through again. Oh, and tags him with the third bat. Just caught not pressing buttons, but no full combo from Castiel there. Jumps in, down 1 comes out as well. Back into more pressure. Good blocks coming out now. Back dash coming through and a forward 1-1 to actually make up for it as well. Back to that neutral stage. Good block on the sweep. Anywhere jump 2 or 2 jump 2s. Try to get the down 2 to spend the bar, but no, decides not to. Really going back for really good stuff. Coming out from the Catwoman now. Forward 1's coming through. And just a throw. Really good stuff coming out now. Health about even jump over. Does actually manage to tag him once he goes for a reset into the overhead. Not sure why he's doing that. I feel like he's dropping the combo, but that's okay. Jumping once again. More pressure. Oh, just a fantastic 1-1 coming out to actually challenge the forward 3. Good stuff coming out from the Catwoman now. Walks in for more pressure once again. Back 3. That punish coming out from Castiel. Traits back out once again. Just back 2 staggers. Really good stuff coming out from him. Walks his way forward again. Good blocks coming out from Osman. Not actually getting caught that time. And actually goes for it. Can't actually get the combo, however. And once again back to that full screen. Catwoman, he's itching for that cat dash. Just tries to jump a little bit too early, a little bit too late. Sorry, Castiel's going to tag him. Walking once again. Jumps over. 1-2-2. Back 2-2 into the 3 as well. Commits him the whole thing. Doesn't actually get the hit confirm. Here we go. Oh, and gets caught pressing a button. Tags him overhead once again. Meter burn forward 3. Once again, more pressure. Air-to-air coming out from Osman now. Gets the full combo. And just goes, I like that decision. Goes for the hard knockdown. Corpse hops and puts himself in the corner, but Castiel wake up backdash and actually gets caught.
I am Catwoman. Hear me roar.
Here we go again. Health not that far off from each other. Forward 3 coming out. Forward. Oh, tried to go for movement back 3, but just the back 1-2 down 1. Back 1-2 down 1 coming out. Oh, it looks like maybe Osman's controller desynced there, but you can see as well Castiel didn't actually take advantage. A lot of respect from both these players. His way through. Jump over. 1-2-2. Once again, meter burn. Here we go. No pressure. Jumps over once again. Can he get the full confirm? No. Drops the end of the. No, sorry. Forced the clash. Good stuff. Coming out from Osman. Actually using his clash this time. Oh, clash tied. And this is the thing. Now, both of these characters actually get a fair chunk of damage meterless. Catwoman gets a fair chunk in the corner meterless, but as well gets a lot mid-screen off of the low. But Batman, as we all know, just the 1 string comes through. Does get the confirm, forces the break, and I like that decision.
I want to trust you.
Then quit yanking my tail.
Yep, good stuff from Osman. It needs that bar for that meter bang cat dash. Just tags him with a raw back 2-3. What a read coming out from Castiel. Just calling out the cat dash, and that is going to be him taking game number 2. Now, he is on a reset point, ladies and gentlemen. Wasman, if he wins 3 in a row here, is actually going to win this week's circuit. However, if Castiel wins here, they reset back to 0-0, and we start again.
Batman.
Playing really well, however. Both players just showing very well. You can see as well Castiel has made some adjustments though.
Catwoman.
So I like that.
Fighters approaching Fortress of Solitude.
Wasman has just confirmed that the controller is actually going to... Even if the issues are fixed, it's not a good mental place to be. Back 2 coming out though. Both players using their back 2 and just a sweep coming out from Wasminator. Oh no, with punish. That last hit of the string actually moves her a little bit forward. Jumping once again. More pressure. Goes for the cancel. This time he's going to get the full combo. Decides not to spend bar because he doesn't have any back two. Into a throw. I like that decision coming out from Castiel once again. Chipping away at the health bar. Now has a bar of his own. Wasmader sitting on 2. Fantastic down 2 coming out from Wasmader. However, pushing his way all the way through. Spends the bar. Good stuff. Oh, drops into the combo a little bit too close to the corner. And now you can see Castiel in the full conversion as well. Pushing him into the corner. His way through. Jumping. Back 2-2. Once again. It's a fantastic use of that mid-event back 3. If that first hit of the back 2-3 from Castiel hit, it would have actually broken the armor. But unlike him actually whiffs. 3-3. Good back dash coming out from Castiel. Knows the matchup really well. Jumping once again. He's going to spend the bar. Yes, he is. Going to get the full confirm as well. Good stuff coming out from him. Have a Catwoman coming in. Oh, drops into the combo, but that's actually tagging with a down one. So good stuff. Good composure. Have a Wasmader is just one away from losing this life bar, and he's actually going to walk straight into a battering and then a second meter burn one. And then it's going to be Castiel taking it. Reset point. Health is exactly the same at the moment. Well, it was exactly the same. Wasmader does have one extra bar, but it doesn't really matter because it's Batman. Throws it. Once again, just playing that neutral game. I like it. Just both players just slowing it down at different spots. No whiff punish on that back 2. That is actually super punishable. And whiff does actually finally get the combo. Goes for the full one as well in the corner. Dash in, busts the pressure. No, decides to actually back off. I don't know if I agree with that decision. Here we go. Forward one once again into the full combo. This is going to hurt. Oh, just decides to go for the full meatless one. Back 3. Back 1, sorry. Into the trait. Now you can see health still about even. Castiel and Wasmader sitting on pretty much the into a bar. Decides to spend one. Now health is exactly the same. We went back 3, jump over once again, and I like that. Actually interrupting it. Tech coming out from Wasmader, however, doesn't want to chip away. Oh, and a meter burn back 3. Drops into the combo, however, didn't expect him to go that far, and it's like that health a little bit low. Back 3 once again in the second one. That is going to be Wasmader pulling it back 2-1 now. Showing signs of life. Good stuff from both players. Wow. So Wasmader showing signs of life. You can see if 2 more now, he's going to be the winner of week number. Let's see how it goes from here.
Batman.
And you can see the brilliance of Catwoman back 3. Such a silly button. You don't. It's not totally brain dead. But it's a
Fighters approaching Arkham
Mr.
Asylum.
Coltrane getting hype. I'd like to see some Flash.
Begin.
Alright, here we go. Good backdash coming out from Batman just to get away from that throw. I'd say this is probably my favourite stage, but here we go back into that neutral 4-2 coming out, jump in. Back 2 once again, jump over. Try to go for a grab, but Wasmader holding back, so you see. Maybe the problem with Batman as well is that his lows aren't very long range. That's good interactable. His way through. Oh, just the back 3 coming out from Catwoman. No block. Sorry, no punish from Castiel. However, does actually confirm. Once again, try to go for a jump in. Summons at the same time as he spends one. Good stuff. More plus frames now. Back 2. Oh, good wake up coming out from Wasmader. However, just catches him out of that ball forward 3. Jumping once again, forward to 1-1. Full combo, yes. Isn't too close to the corner. Now this is Catwoman corner. But he does actually wake up with a slide, however. Wake up, meter burn, back 3 once again. Tries to corner himself. More pressure. That's just attacking with the last hit of that string. And now, as you can see, has all this screen space. Just tags him below. He's going to get the full confirm. Not a lot of damage, but doesn't matter. Takes the life bar. Still has a fair chunk of life as well. It does stuff from Castiel. Just tags him with a raw grapple. Is he going to go for the mix-up? No, he's not. Just decides instead to go for the full thing. Double dash in. Tags him low into the stagger, into a throw. Good stuff from Castiel. Just like that once again. Wasmader. He's getting caught walking backwards, and I like that with punish. Just the back 2 coming out from Castiel. Mid-event back 3 actually gets tagged, and you can see here, I've the combo might have actually been on purpose. Once again, Wasmader does actually take the throw this time, or can't actually get a confirm off that anymore. Good thing as well. Wake up as well, and he's just going to try to chip him out. Doesn't want to give him any chance to clash. Wasmader probably, maybe we should have got hit there instead. Oh, does actually manage to get the confirm though. This is going to be enough to kill, take the life bar, but has 62 HP.
Careful, you might get robbed.
One more time. Oh, not enough to chip. But just going to use the forward 2-2. That is going to be Castiel tying it up, resetting it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to 0-0. And we have a reset. So, ladies and gentlemen, the difficult part about being on the end of a reset is that morally, Castiel has all the momentum now. Wasmator needs to pull it back somehow.
Batman. Catwoman.
I think Wasmator can do it.
Fighters approaching Kondak.
I really do. Both players showing that they're really just fundamentally good though. Just starts with a roll back 2-3. 2 into the stagger. Went for a jump this time instead of the low. Or jumps over the down 2. No whiff punish, but a down 2 once again. Coming out from Wasmator. Just uses that interaction punish to get the Flameware. Wakes up with the EX up batarang. Keeps himself class as well. Can't get the combo. I like that jump back, and now see the 1-2-3 is super punishable on block, but just both Castiel went for meter forward 3, Wasmator went for a meter back 3, and as a result they trade now. Here we go into the full conversion. Down 1 just to catch the backdash. I like that. Probably could confirm that into something else, or even just use forward 1, but at least it stopped him from doing that from more. Go for that zoning once again, sitting in the corner. All can't actually get the anti-air with down 2, but does actually tag him with the whip now. Wasmator sitting on a lot of bar. No punish coming out from Castiel, however. No, they're actually going to push him all the way through. Yes, he is. Amazing. Castiel losing his first life, but no, drops the end. Oh, and wakes up with the EX battering. Drops the end of the combo, however, and does actually tag him into the throw now. What's he going to do from here? Goes in for the meter burn battering. Oh, just actually tags him with that meter burn at cat dash. Maybe that was actually Castiel encouraging him to get off the bar instead. Because now Castiel has almost 4 bars. This should be enough to chip. Here we go. Oh, but just his meter burn back 3 once again. Into the corner. Dash up. What's the mix up? Goes for the overhead. Into a down 1 that recovers so quick on block. Now you can see more corner pressure. Forward 1. Down 1 coming out from Castiel, however. Got a lot of health on his side and the meter burn back 3 through the wall as well. So it's actually going to do a lot of damage. Uncrushable on his side. So that 350. No, 350. I can see once again goes for the low. Actually manages to get the medium. Once again tags him overhead. Once again catches him backdashing into the throw, that not giving him a chance to clash or anything. And that is going to be, oh, Castiel with 0.86 of a health. Can he make the comeback? Wasmator just sitting and just tags him with a walk-in sand 3, and that is going to be Wasmator going up 1-0 in the reset. Showing signs of life, and that was a very dominant game from him as well. Castiel needs to take some time, baby. Think about it. Ladies and gentlemen, not the result we were expecting at all this evening.
Catwoman. Batman.
Here we go.
Fighters approaching Arkham Asylum.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in. Most spectators we've ever had in an Injusta, so we really appreciate it as well. So thank you all so much. As well, this is definitely one to tune in on because we currently have Wasmator 1 up in the final set of the grand finals. Down 2 does actually trade. Castiel sitting on the life bar, sitting on a bar, but that was actually without building that first bar. Now you can see in the corner now, Castiel might struggle a little bit here because Catwoman's pressure can be so oppressive. But here we go, knows the matchup very well. Tries to dash in behind the battering. Once again, meter burn back 3, just straight through. Pushing him all the way through the cell block. Let's go through. Just gets me the cat dash there. That is going to be enough. Just understand the trait. Oh, just so much respect. Walk into, just dash into block. Both players just blocking. And just gets a trade. Decides to spend it. But ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say as well again, thank you very much for making us the top of the Twitch on Injustice too. So we really appreciate that. Thank you so much for all tuning in. Here we go, Wasmator once again with a commanding health. He's about to get Batman. Oh, wakes up with the trait once again. Walks back, I like that, just trying to bait something. Let's move on back 3 once again. 1-2. Back 2-2, in full combo this time. This is going to do a lot of damage. 340. Oh, meter burn forward 3, and that's going to be enough to take. No, drops into the combo, however, does actually. and it's going to be Wasmo losing his life
There's
bar,
room for improvement.
but still has a bit of a life advantage. Castiel does. No, never mind. Had the meter advantage. Just a down two coming out. Really good stuff. Meter burn forward three. Jump over once again. Oh, gets the input out. That is the worst possible thing, but luckily for Castiel, drops the end of the combo. Back 2-3 into the full confirm. Yes, he does. Spends the bar now. Hard knock down. Lost the mix up. Back two. Once again, more pressure in the back throw. I like this decision coming out from pressure. Wakes up with a slide, however. Back three, can't actually get a punish, and back three once again does actually get the clash, but
Better, but not
Castiel
good
is
enough.
actually going to be able to
You
get
just watch me.
information here. Yeah, and this does spend the bar. Really just smart decision. Once again, gets tagged with that four, with that back two. He's been tagged with that twice now after post clash. RB in the background, down two coming out. No, doesn't actually get the confirm. A little bit too far away. Can't get the meaty with the forward one as well, and does actually get the cat dash. No punish coming out from Castiel, however. Both players while still sitting on that breaker. Down two. No, once again can't get it, and is he going to give him? No, tried to go for unclashable. Drops it instead. He actually gets thrown for his pleasure. Wasman can actually pull it back from here. Goes for the meter burn. Oh, just tags him. No, what's he going to do? Wakes up with the trait now, and just actually going to tag him with the back one. Ladies and gentlemen, 1-1.
Batman wins.
Wow, such a close set. Closest set we've seen with Castiel in here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining. And ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize that we can't change the name
Catwoman.
tags. This with King of the... Oh, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, my mic cut out a little bit. I
Batman.
apologize. Are we back? Alright, excellent. I apologize about that. So 1-1. Castiel, really good stuff
Fighters
from him.
approaching Atlantis.
But Wasmare just showing how informed. Ever since his trip back, he's been itching to win. He's been putting in the time, showing that his Catwoman abilities, you know, have been
Begin.
exchanging tech. But here we go, back 2-3, coming out from Castiel once again. In the stagger this time. It's a fantastic down two to challenge once again. Doesn't actually confirm into anything. Here we go. Two. Playing this neutral. Sorry, I'm not talking so much. I just back three, meter break. Even past the battering. Now also has all 5 hits of his trait coming out now. Way through. Back 2-2, into the full combo. So she drops it, and that's going to be 300 damage, more than a be just for trait. Walking his way through once again. Try and play that mid-range game. And I like this Castiel just sitting back, no need to go in right now. Content just zoning. You can see the Catavade coming out once again, just moving its way through. Keep moving forward. And I like this, just so much respect from both players. Nothing, don't want to overextend. Jump in once again. Here comes Batman now. Gives himself plus. Trying to cancel once again. Whiffs it, but have a no whiff punish coming out from Wasman. Oh, fantastic down two. Can't actually get confirmed once again. The wake up. EX Batarang drops into the combo, however, and does actually get woken up with the trap. Forward one. Tags him once again. Grabs are going to go for low. No blocks the slide. And this time, punish is going to be enough to take the life bar, assuming he doesn't drop it. Good stuff coming out from Wasman. Not a lot of health and no bar, but is still able to take that first life bar. Back 2-3 once again, working his way through. Back 2-3. Can't actually get a whiff punish, and actually decides to meter burn it late. Here we go in the corner. He's going to do a lot of. Can actually go for a setup. Oh, actually manages to go over the top and forcing the flash out of Castiel.
I want to trust
see
you.
3 bars coming
You
out here.
can, Bruce.
Forward 3 does have low cross property, so you can actually hop over things. So really good stuff. His way through once again. Back 2-3. Just keeps whiffing, but Castiel can't actually. Oh, sorry, Wasman isn't punishing and just actually
Don't waste my
the back
time.
forward 2. Just working his way through. Just a neutral. Actually finally got to confirm. Spends the bar as well and goes for the stage transition. But I mean, it's still guaranteed damage. Into Atlantis now, walking through. I like the patience from both players. Wasman sitting on not a lot of bar. Oh, just a down 2 once again. Drops the end of the conversion, however. go for a bit of chip this time. Wasmader is still sitting on that clash, does have bar. His way through. Oh, manages to get the reset as well. Is he going to go for it? Yes, he does. Good stuff from Castiel showing. He does still have those resets on deck. Into the corner now, jump in. Good stuff. Good blocks on the staggers from Wasmader. Tries to go for a down two, gets whiff punish for the back 2-3. Once again, back two staggers of just a raw back three once again. Went for unclash for even though he didn't have to. And I like that. Decided to go for a jump but didn't actually do anything so he wouldn't get anything off it. Wasmader, what are you doing? He doesn't have clash. Working his way through. Does actually get a push block. Once again, with that low sweep, if he throws one bad battering, he's going to get caught for it. You can like that, just kind of standing up and down. Once again, just like so even. I can't imagine Castiel's actually going to give Wasmader a clash at this point. Trying to work his way through, goes for a midway cat dash, and it's actually does actually get the clash out. Good stuff coming out from Wasmader, but is he going to have any bar? And he's going to reset back, and it's actually going to do a lot of damage. Just asking to spin the bar. I like that decision. Jumps over, but that is going to be the meter burn battering. Good stuff coming out.
Batman wins.
Really good stuff from him. Good composure. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at a slight loss for words. It's such a close set, but
Batman.
Castiel is now
Catwoman.
sitting on match point, tournament point. Sorry, Wasmader, however, has won 2 in a row with Catwoman. We are going to have an interview with the winner at the end, I believe. Is that correct? Yes, we will. So we will have the winner of the set coming in. I can imagine no matter what, there's going to be a lot of shit talking, so stick around for that. But here we go. 2-1 Castiel's way.
Begin.
Just the air to air. Double jump 2 in the full combo now. 33% for literally an air to air. Really good. His way through once again. Hits him with the batarang. His way through, forward 3. Back 1-1. Once again, his way through. Just a fantastic down 2 from Catwoman, however, coming out. Raw back 3. The universal rift punish, they push him all the way through. I don't know. I agree with that, but even he hasn't been tech rolling, so. Usually Wasmader likes to keep him nice and close, but I do like the fact that he's jumping. Castiel still has a huge life lead, however. His way through. Jump 2. Just this neutral, trying to see if anyone will walk into the other. Once they enter a throw, I like that. Just way through, I'll just run straight into the back 2-3 once again. Back 2 into slide, that was risky as all. Castiel, but decides, and it actually works out. That's going to be Castiel taking a very decisive life bar. Wasmader is sitting on 4 bars, however, but this is tournament point, ladies and gentlemen. Get hyped, jumps in, manages to tag him this time, full combo, into the corner. Wow, drops the slide ender, however. Meter burn forward 3, really good stuff coming out from Castiel. Maybe that was on purpose, I don't know, but it's to break the armor. Drops the end of the combo, that is really challenging on female hook boxes. Jumping once again. Oh, just managed to use the forward 3, but blocks in time. Down 1. More pressure. Meter burn back 3 coming out, however. Castiel sent full screen. Wake up slide. No, he doesn't decide to wake up with that. Instead, wake up meter burn back 3 as well. Down 1 coming out into the full combo. More stagger pressure once again. Down 2 coming out from Wasmader. Just trying to push his way through now. Just tag him with the low. Goes underneath. Back 1 into the trait. That's not going to chip him out, but does a lot of damage on that chip. Walks his way back in through again. Jump 2 into the throw. Good stuff coming from Castiel. Not a lot of health on Wasmader's side. Has to do something really important. All manages to spend the bar. Not going to be able to do, and that is going to be Castiel taking it after a reset. Ladies and gentlemen, 3-1 his way. Fantastic showing coming out from Wasmader, but Castiel clutching it out. And really good stuff from him. Ladies and gentlemen, week 4's winner is, of course, going to be Jam Castiel, with DS Wasmader coming in second. Really good stuff from everyone. We are going to have Castiel come in a little bit later, coming in just a second to do his interview. But wow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for so many people. I see so many different faces, including players, representatives from organizations. Shout out to Pulse AU, as well as Rogi repping DS. Wasmader as well in the chat, feeling a little bit sad, but thank you guys all so much. We are going to get Castiel to join in a little bit, so if we can just, I'll contact him now. Are we going to draw the raffle?
Yes, we are. So we'll we'll draw the raffle while we wait for Castiel to jump into Discord so that we can do that interview. So if you haven't entered already, it's going to be too late. By the time you hear this, the raffle will be closed and we'll have drawn a winner. And here we go. The raffle's closed. No more entries. And Juicy Justin is the winner. So, Juicy Justin, just wave hello or something like that in Twitch chat so that we know that you're here and not actually AFK. And if you are here, then you have picked up the $20 Steam card courtesy of GameStar. Of course, some might say it's a Pyrrhic victory because it is 20 New Zealand dollars, because those are the only ones that are available to me because I'm in New Zealand. So it works out. It works out at, I don't know, at least 3 Australian dollars. No, it's about it's about 15, I think, Australian dollars. So, you know, good to get yourself an indie game or something like that. So has he actually responded yet? Oh, yeah, no, there you go. He says here. So, Juicy Justin, what you want to do is you want to jump onto GameStar Discord and just send Crisis a GameStar Crisis a PM, and I will sort you out with your code. So, let's just have a very quick look. Speaking of Discord, we got Castiel.
And Castiel has joined. If we could please move him in.
And there you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Castiel, the winner of week 4 of GameStar after reset. Castiel, how do you feel after that?
Look, not surprised. That's how I feel.
Oh, not surprised? Just
not surprised.
Shrugging it off. Now, how did you feel after you were sent into the losers bracket by Wasminator?
Annoyed at Telstra.
Annoyed at Telstra?
Yeah, that annoyed me a bit, but that game was like, I don't know what would have happened that game, but I was still worried. I didn't want to be like, oh, you only lost because of the disconnect, because the games after, they didn't have anything to do with the disconnect, and I still wasn't feeling as comfortable as I usually do against Taz. So that finished, and I was kind of stressed because I don't know what losers bracket feels like in this game. I do now.
Yeah.
And then I first thought, say, I just picked Deadshot. Catwoman wins that matchup, but he's really new to Catwoman, and I don't really think he knew how to play it the way that causes her to win. And then back against Taz, I just kind of told myself to slow it down a bit. Like, I kept jumping at the same range in the first set. I'd throw batarangs until I got about, I don't know, I was about a quarter away from the corner. I'd walk a bit forward, and then I'd just jump. And I just kept doing it. After every forward 3, I'd jump. I don't know, I just felt like my pressure was getting really readable. So I changed that going in and reset the first one. And then, wait, was it the first one 3-0 or 3? It was 3-1, wasn't it?
It's 3-0.
Oh, the reset was, okay. Well,
oh, no, it was 3-1.
No, 3-1. So
yeah,
you won the first, and then Taz won the first, you won the remaining 3.
Okay. After the reset, I felt fine. Like, I expected to win after the reset because
you had momentum.
It's more that I had shown myself that it's not as hard as it was in that semi-finals set. I pretty much just zoned way more, and I also stopped throwing free batarangs to give him trade. If I had health lead and meter advantage, there's no reason for me to do that. I'm already advantaged in both spots. I'm giving him meter, and I'm giving him trade stacks, and her trade is annoying.
It's it's a Supergirl B&B at the press of a button.
Yeah, for sure. Also, looking back, and this is something I didn't really even do better. I didn't wake up slide nearly enough. I don't think he baited it once. I really should have been doing that more, but yeah, I managed to pull it off.
I did see a pretty sneaky back 2 slide come out from you. What was that? Just feeling yourself a little bit? Or?
I had a batarang. So I had a batarang, and he was pretty much in death for that, like that little mix up to kill. So I just threw it out, and then it hits my meter bend. If it was blocked, I was just going to throw the batarang, and it would have been fine.
You mean the electric bat? Do you mean
the mechanical bat. Yeah, One thing that really annoyed me is I dropped so much. I'd get like the health round closing combo, then I drop it, and then I lose, and then I have to spend more bar to close out the health lead I should have just gotten. So my execution was really bad tonight, but it worked out.
Well, I mean, that also could have been, thank you so much for jumping on commentary as well. You might not have been as warm as you might normally.
We'll say that. We'll say that. That's what
cool.
happened.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
But yeah, no, tonight people are definitely catching up. I'm starting to get a bit scared. Like, Gilbax was a touch from beating me. I did lose that.
If he didn't drop the super combo, I reckon.
No, because I had Clash.
True.
He didn't let me get off it.
True.
But and then Taz. I mean the grand final was easier than I thought it'd be going in. But he used to get like thrashed in that matchup, and now he's someone that, like, I'll see in bracket that I'm scared of now, which that's changed. So there are definitely people that I see like on my path, and I'm like, all right, I got to be careful of them. It's not like, oh, I'm winning this time.
So at what point do you learn Black Adam, just in case?
I am not playing Black Adam. I can't stand him. And he's getting nerfed in like a week anyway, so no, you'll never see me play that mutt.
Yes. Well, anyway, GM Castiel, anything you want to say? Your sponsors were actually watching the stream as well.
Oh, yeah. DS can hold that. That's what I got to say in regards to that. No, that was good. Yeah, shout outs to Jam. Thank you for supporting me thank you for watching. And thank you to GameStar for putting this all together, of course. So thank you guys for that.
All right,
Well,
and shout out to the Oz scene for slowly becoming less free.
Ladies and gentlemen, week 5, make him eat his words. Castiel, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on your win, obviously. More tournament points, so I feel like you're getting to the point of being guaranteed to come to the LAN already.
I think I am. I think the next closest person is like 160 points away.
But yeah, so thank you very much for joining us, Castiel. Thank you so much for helping out on commentary as well. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in. We were the top of the Injustice Twitch for a fair chunk of the time, so thank you so much for that. Thank you so much to our admin, Crisis, as well as running everything and just being an all-round good dude. Still managed to get a hit on Gilbag, so hold that. And as well, thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been Enigma. Crisis, anything you want to say?
Yeah, just thank you to everybody that joined us tonight. Really good results. I was getting real worried about viewer numbers and things like that. As somebody like me would have to do working in the background. I mean, you guys don't need to worry about it because you're just playing and enjoying the game. But yeah, I was worried about it. But we cracked 60, which is double what we did last time round. So things are on the up and up. I'm really encouraged, and I'd just like to put it out there, get your mates in, get some people coming to watch this. We're supporting your scene, and we want to see it grow. And part of that growth is getting people into Twitch chat or into Twitch and enjoying the antics of the various players on screen and off. Well, over the next couple of days, we will update the leaderboard, of course, with all of the circuit points that the players have earned tonight, and we'll release details again of round number 5 and where you can register for that on Challenge. A shout out to our sponsors, that's Split Media Labs, XSplits, Challenge, and Player.me is what they provide for us. So it is that's why it's possible for us to be doing this broadcasting for you. So great to have you here, and without further ado, we'll say good night. Thanks once again.